You are now listening to Talk is Cheap FM. Brought to you by Better Tuesday.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Yo, what's up? How you guys doing? How you guys been? This is another episode of Talk is Cheap FM. I am your host, Big Baba Tuesday. We have a special caller online. She is single. She is in Dallas. I've been trying to holler at her a long time ago. We rekindled this I wouldn't say relationship, but this conversation. So she is on hold, and we are about to click over, and I'm going to let her introduce herself. Hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing good. You sound so lovely over the phone and in person too. Okay, so this is, I guess, your opportunity to introduce yourself. You don't have to use your alias. You don't have to give out, any your true government name or anything like that. But okay. Yeah. So here you have the floor.
Well, I'm a pretty honest person, so I'll just say my name is Mo. It's short for, I guess, Monique. It doesn't really matter if people know or not. I live in Dallas, and I guess that's it. Oh, and I guess I'm single, but it's not an advertisement. It's just an acknowledgement.
Okay, yeah. You kind of got onto me. I said, yeah, let's talk about your situation. He was like, it's not a situation. Yeah, I'm doing this like I decided to be single and everything like that. What you probably don't know is that I decided to be single myself for almost over a year now. So I'm kind of in the same boat, but I kind of want to get, I guess, be nosy and see what the hell is going on with, what you got going on. And you know what, let me kind of break the ice. All right, so I am looking in, I guess, our previous conversations a while back, and I believe I did try to holler at you once, and you were like, there's this one where I said something about me being second string, and you're like, and I guess the previous, conversation was like, I should have hollered at you like a month ago, but you were talking to somebody else or whatever. But anyways, what kind of give us an overview of, I guess, why you decided to be single?
It wasn't like anything catastrophic. Nothing bad happened. I wasn't dumped. My feelings weren't hurt. It was actually where I was going in life, and I felt like being in a relationship would be a distraction. And so I've been single for years now. I got divorced in 2012, so I've been single since. And I've only had like one semi-serious relationship, and then I ended it because I thought it wasn't fair to the other person because they had never been married and they wanted to be married and have kids and do the whole thing. And I had just come out of divorce and hadn't really healed, and I already did the kid thing and the marriage thing. So it was for them to be free to get married and, live the life that they wanted. And actually, I still keep in touch with the person. They are married, had their first child, and they're really happy, and I'm happy for them.
Wow, okay. So let's see. You said you were kind of in the serious relationship. What is kind of serious relationship? What does that entail?
We were mutually exclusive. We, talked to each other almost every day. We, hung out, kind of did everything together. Decisions I feel like when you're including someone in your life decisions, you're in a relationship. If you're not thinking about the other person and not including them in your decisions, then that's not a relationship. You're just there.
You're just kind of like fuck buddies or whatnot. And it's
pretty much.
It gets kind of confusing because maybe one party of the relationship might feel that way and the other one might not or whatnot. So then that's when you have those conversations like, what are we doing and stuff like that. And I don't know.
Right, and with us, we had that conversation, so we were mutually exclusive. We were mutually including, he was including my child in his decision making. I was including him in my decision making, and things like that. So, it came time, I didn't bring my child around them right off the bat, but it did come time when I did have to bring my child around them that it was like, okay, we're exclusive, we're in a relationship.
Yeah, like, I remember whenever I first met you and you told me that you had a child, I was like, what the heck? I mean, you don't look like, I mean, you just don't look like it. So that kind of blew my mind. But, black don't crack. So, I mean, I need to
Well,
stop.
at the time, I think when I first met you, where we worked at, I was 34, 35, and my daughter was maybe about 11, 12, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12.
And you didn't look 34 or 35. I was like, who is this tenderoni? Just like, I was like, God damn.
I still don't look my age. My daughter's about to be 21 next month, and people still think I'm in my late 20s and she's still in high school.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. See it, and I told myself, listen, don't hit on her. Don't try to. But it's hard. It's hard when you're attracted to somebody, you're gonna say shit. At least I am, respectfully, because I don't want nothing to come back.
I don't feel there's anything wrong with giving a compliment. I was at a conference over the summer. I was volunteering, and it was a preaching conference. Now, I'm not a preacher. Have no aspirations to be one. I was just volunteering just to help out somebody. And I was around basically a bunch of preachers, and two preachers actually walked up to me and said, you're really nice looking or attractive or something along that line. And then they're like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend. And I said, there's nothing wrong with complimenting somebody. I said, I'm not part of the Me Too movement. I said, if you do it respectfully, compliments are nice. It's just when you do it disrespectfully that they're not, welcome.
First, the Me Too movement, you don't know who's in it. And females are so fickle that one moment they're not in it, and the next moment they are. Second of all, why are you up in the church conference? You got these preachers sinning in their mind. You shouldn't be. You too fine to be just walking around in a church convention, and you have preachers coming up to you. Like they're probably sweating and everything. Like,
well, I've been around them for a while because I've been in ministry and service for a while, so I kind of know how to handle them. I know how they think. So again, it wasn't, and I was there working. I wasn't there trying to get a preacher.
Listen, there is nothing more. There's nothing more hotter to see, like a female who looks good, just working and minding her business all nonchalant, and in your head as a man, you're like, man, do she know who she like? Damn, God damn. Now you gonna make me preach a sermon now? God, I mean, don't let me get started now. I'll bring church up in here. Shoot. So, and I'm trying to be good this podcast. I'm not trying to cuss or anything, but the shit's gonna slip out. Okay, so let's get back on subject. Okay, so the kind of sort of serious relationship, was that your last relationship that you had?
Yeah. After that, I was seeing people, but not seriously, because I had decided to go back to school, and I was focused on the path that I had kind of sat down and kind of created for myself. And so it's funny because, like, certain people from my past, like old boyfriends from, like, high school, or people I just went to school with, all of a sudden, everybody just started coming out of the woodwork, and it's like, oh, great, you're single. Did you know I always had a crush on you? Did you know, you were the person I thought I was going to marry? And I was like, really? Because it didn't seem like that when I was in high school, but okay. And so I wouldn't say date. I call it, I guess, going out on, outings for dinner or something like that here and there, but I knew it wasn't going to be anything serious. So I always tell them up front, look, if you want to have dinner with me, that's great. I don't mind sharing a meal, having a good conversation. But if you're looking for this to turn into something else, then I'm not your gal. I'm not. It's not gonna happen. I'm going in my direction, and I know for sure no one's going to go in that direction with me. It's just going to be me right now. So, you know, if you're looking for, you know, a relationship, then I'm not the person for you. If you want, you know, dinner every so often, lunch, brunch, you know, even watch a football game, you know, hey, we could do that. We could just kick it, have fun, but if it's anything serious, it's not it for me.
So basically you are friend zoning dudes because, I mean, here's the thing. Are you basically saying, listen, we can hang out and shit, but I'm not giving nothing up. Okay, we can hang out and chill, and I'm gonna get a free meal, and that's it. Or
no, we don't have to get a free meal. I can pay my way. I'm not expecting you to do relationship stuff like pay it. No, I mean if we're friends, I can pay my way. That's not an expectation.
So tell me this. So right off the bat, right off the rip, like if you not, I guess, into that dude and you don't see yourself physically attracted, you're basically friend zoning them before you even go out on a date with them.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really even matter if I am or not. I mean, I've been attracted to some of these guys. I mean, but it's just a matter of, I knew I was going back to school. I was getting my degree in accounting. And then I knew I was going to law school. And where I was going to law school was probably not going to be in the state of Texas. And in order to stay focused, make the grades that I need to make the GPA that I need to make, and even sometimes make the connections that I need to make, you know, professionally.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to happen being in a relationship.
True. Tell me this, because I believe this. Do you believe that you can advance more in life being single than being in a relationship? As far as, I guess, being an entrepreneur or in the business field?
In my opinion, I believe that. Well, I'm not going to say my opinion. I'm going to say my experience. Because I have been married, and then I'm not. And I've made more strides, more connections, more, I think having the freedom to be single, you're able to make those connections that you need to business-wise than you are being married, because for some reason, and no matter how evolved people think they are, there's always this, you know, prehistoric troglodyte mentality of, oh, that person's trying to hook up with you.
Yeah, of course.
They're not trying to help you with your business. They want you, kind of thing. And it's like, no, this person is actually helping me with my business.
Listen.
Or helping me go in the direction that I need to go. And then you're trying to make somebody's insecurities feel better while taking your eyes off the trajectory of where you're trying to move. And that's why I'm like, I don't really have time to grow someone up when I'm trying to grow a business.
Listen, I'm going to say this. Every guy is going to feel that way unless he doesn't fucking care about you. A man is going to take ownership in his relationship, and he don't want nobody looking at his girl's lumps, but he kind of does, because if he has a girl and nobody looks at the girl, then his girl ain't shit and he ain't shit, because the girl is a representation of him, right? So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, you want a chick that's bad, but at the same time, you can't trust nobody. You can't trust other dudes. You cannot. Listen, I can be as sweet and humble and adorable, but in my mind, I'm like, God damn, she fine. Like, if her man slip up, I'm gonna be right there to sweep her up, you know.
But the thing about it is, like, it's not about trusting other people. It's about trusting the person that you claim that you care about, your love, and that you're in a relationship with. If you can't trust the person that you're in a relationship with, then why are you in a relationship?
You can trust,
regardless of, like, it's almost like having children. Like, you raise your kids, right, and then they get out of the house, and then you leave them at home and you go on a trip. Well, you have to trust that everything that you built and put into that child is going to surface up. Now, yeah, they may make some mistakes based on the age, but, like, I mean, my daughter, she'll be 21. I have to trust that everything I poured into her, she's going to utilize, because I gave her tools to function in this world. Now, if I have her locked in the house and I don't trust people, they're going to do stuff to you. that's really not saying that I don't trust the world. It's saying I don't trust her.
I get it, but at the same time, it's you can trust your partner, but you can't trust other people. You know what I mean? And
I mean, I get
people,
the double-edged sword on that, and I kind of agree. But in the end, you still have to trust your partner.
Exactly.
That
But
they can put that person in their place, that they can handle up and say, no, I don't do that. You need to respect me, or don't step to me that way, or whatever the case, however they handle it. You have to trust that your partner will do that and give you the respect as you being their significant other or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever they are to you. Give you that respect by handling up and saying to that person, whoever comes up to them, female, male, whatever, hey, no, I don't, it's one thing to admire and say, oh, you look nice today. It's another thing to be like, girl, I don't even know why you with that person. You should be, that's disrespectful.
Listen, if your man never, asks you, hey, who's that nigga over there talking to you? If he never says that, then you would think that there's something wrong. You would think,
Well, my thing is, I would put him in a position where he wouldn't have to ask. I invite the person to say, hey, so-and-so, this is my person, or my, boyfriend, husband, whatever, Joe Blow, meet so-and-so. We were just discussing X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
So he'll never have to ask me, well, who was that you were talking to?
But here, I've been put in that situation, and I'm not insecure or anything like that, but I know how motherfuckers are. And I try to look to see if it is, is he, hugging my girl a little bit too long or some shit like that? I have a watchful eye because, you know what? I do have trust issues. I do that I just do. I do, and I call it intuition because I just, I don't want to get, set myself up for failure or whatnot. So I think that a little jealousy and a little ownership of a relationship, I mean, I think it makes a relationship go if you do decide to go that route in a relationship and everything. I right now.
I guess I'm not the jealous type, because I feel like, okay, we're two adults. Every day is a choice of whether or not you want to be in this relationship with me, and whether you're married or not. So every day when you wake up in the morning, you have to decide, do I still want to be in this? And give yourself the reasons why you want to stay with the person. And then you make that choice. So if you decide to step out, if you decide to be disrespectful, those are choices that you're consciously making to me as an adult. So if you're making those choices as an adult, I'm an adult too. And I don't babysit adults. I don't train adults. That's what you do with kids. So if you're going to do what you're going to do, then do it. But just be adult to say, you know what, this isn't working for me. Or you know what, I want to do this. And since I want to do this and this has the potential to hurt or, make you feel bad, then we maybe need to do other stuff. Or maybe just tell the person, hey, are you down? Because some people are okay with open relationships. Are you down with us, renegotiating the terms of this relationship? I want to go over here. Are you going to be okay with it? And, give that person the opportunity. I think when we get into problems is where we start taking ownership and possession of things that never really has ever belonged to us because you didn't create it, you didn't make it. So why do you take ownership of it?
That's true. That is true. Communication is the key. So would you be down with an open relationship?
No, not really. The only way I would be is if I'm stage 4 cancer and it's inevitable. I'm probably going to die in a few months, and it's you know what? Go ahead and find a new chick.
Wow, that's some deep shit.
The only way, but in a relationship, no, I'm not. No.
That went dark. That went left real quick. I wasn't expecting that shit. So are you more? I figured this about you. You're more of serious relationship. You don't want to just have some random hookups or some just a hookup here and there. You want somebody serious. Is that correct?
I don't know. I would say when I was younger, it was probably that way. And now, I'm not going to say a random hookup. I'm okay with what is for the moment.
Oh, shit. Oh, god damn. All right. All right.
And I'm not saying it's a hookup. I'm saying like if this is the time and space that we're in, and we're enjoying each other's company, and it is for this time and space, I'm okay with it, because tomorrow something may change with what I'm doing for, my future or my business, and I may not be in this space anymore. I might be going somewhere else. I might be going to another state. And there's a lot of things that are up in the air, so it's almost kind of like enjoy the moment, enjoy,
how Stella got her groove back type of shit. I get it. I'm hip. Like shit. Like we do what we do, and when my situation change, then I'm out. I get it. So is that the reason why you are single now? Is because you are pursuing, I guess, your business and your and I guess. Yeah,
because I graduate at the end of this month with my undergrad, and I'm getting ready to get ready for law school. And the law school that I want to go to is not in the state of Texas. Also, I find that because if I'm in a relationship, I'm all in. And when I'm all in, it distracts me from what I need to also give my attention to.
True. It's when you say you're all in, like you're ride or die, like you like what? Hey, please elaborate on all in.
Well, because I'm not a person who just like falls for people just because they like me. Like, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, there's a lot of, I like The Rock, but I mean, hell, that ain't happening. So, you know what I mean? So I can't like just be like, oh, this person likes me, so I should pursue this. Oh, this person likes me, so I should pursue that. No, I mean, there's gonna be people that you like, but that doesn't, or that like you, but that doesn't mean that you'll click or that you're good for each other. But when you find that person that you click, and it's just like, okay, I like this person, and then I have to kind of hold back, because again, once I'm in, and it's not like I'm sitting here planning a wedding or counting how many babies to have. It's that I'm here. I'm 100% here. There's blinders on. I see nobody but you, kind of person.
Shit.
So, and with having those blinders, you might be blocking out people, but you're also blocking out what you're focused on and what you should be doing, your purpose.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Sometimes it becomes a distraction.
I get it. I totally understand that. Wow. So, how long have you been, I guess, in school, law school?
How long have I what?
How long have you been in law school? How many years?
I haven't started law school yet.
Oh, you haven't?
I finished my undergrad. Like, I'm graduating my degree in accounting.
Okay. So what is that? Was that 4 years of college or something like that?
Actually, no, it was a little less than that, because I had gone to school. I started school back in 04, 05, somewhere around there. I was married at the time. And then I stopped like 06, 07, somewhere around there, because it was a headache in my household at the time. I was married, and he wasn't too keen on it. And so I was like, well, to keep the peace, I'll just stop for right now.
So
and,
sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, but you were married and you wanted to pursue law and everything like that, and he was like,
yeah, I've always wanted to do that. I knew I wanted to be a lawyer since the third grade. I knew when I graduated high school I wanted to go to college and go to law, but I got distracted by love. I fell in love. Then we got married, and then I had a child, and then life happened, So, and that's the all in I was telling you about. I was so all in. Look how far it pushed everything I wanted to do back,
Yeah. Other than like having a child and everything, like, do you regret like getting married and everything like that?
I don't regret anything in life, because I feel like those are lessons that you learn, and they grow you and make you better. If you regret them, then they make you bitter.
God damn, hold up. Let me stop for a second. See, you are a dangerous type. You are a dangerous type, because like, you drop knowledge. Just continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but damn, I need to turn up the AC up in here real quick, because it's getting hot on my side. But anyways, continue.
So, I don't regret. Now, if you gave me an opportunity with the same mindset that I have now to like go back in time travel and make a different choice, I would do it so that I could get on with what I wanted to do. I wouldn't get married. I would focus on what I wanted to do and just, told the person, okay, that's great, that's nice. We dated for a little bit. Now I'm going on to do what I want to do. But the person that I was then and the person that I am now are two different people. So the person that I was then made the choice that she made based on the knowledge, the resources, the circumstances, the environment that, I was in. Now I'm a different person. I've grown, and grown because of that experience, so I can't really say I'm regretful of it. It was my path, my journey, part of my journey on this, road in life. So I can't really say I regret it. I mean, good things came out of it and bad things came out of it. You learn from both.
Yeah, true. So tell me this. Have you tried to use any, like, I guess, dating? I know you're single and everything, but within your journey of life, have you tried to use?
Oh, yeah, I've been on, I think, Match and what's that other, eHarmony, and I don't have patience. I'm a logical thinker, so I don't have patience for like just straight ignorance. And I think I was on there for maybe a month, maybe less than that, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, this is no different than going to a bar. Instead, I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to put on heels. I just go on this website and hear from 20, 50 people who the first thing they say is, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. And it's like, okay, can't you just have a conversation with me? Do you automatically have to go to how I look? Because what if I get hit by a Mack truck tomorrow? Am I still going to be a person you want to talk to?
Listen. You say you're a logical thinker, and I believe that. But also, you gotta know that we are visual creatures. And
I get that, and I'm not taking that away. I'm not. But, I don't know. I just, like, at some point, can you just say, like, hey, I really like, your comments, your profiles, you seem kind of quirky, something like that, rather than, oh my God, you're so hot.
First and foremost, a lot of women won't respond to that. A lot of women will respond to like straight flattery, like, damn girl, you look good, let me take you out, let me do, like, I'll drink your bath water or some shit like that. I guess
that's what makes me a little different. And I guess, if you're used to being in a field of potatoes and then for some reason out of there sprouts some corn, you're going to treat it like potatoes, I guess. I don't know.
Are you calling yourself corn? What the hell? What the
I'm just like, I guess, when your cousin is, because I understand there are females that do. They love it. They just relish of it. Please tell me more. Tell me how my hair looks. Tell me I look like Beyonce.
Majority.
Tell me I look like,
a majority of women.
J-Lo, whoever. I get it. I get there are women that are like that. But I think the dating app, I guess, takes away the ability to really get to know somebody. And then when you are having a conversation, I come across on the dating app. And at first, I got on there I got on there with the encouragement of a friend. I didn't go on there because my thing is, I guess if you're going on the dating app, you're looking to date somebody, quite possibly get into a relationship. And I wasn't looking for a relationship. She's like, no, you should do it. It'll just be fun. You can have fun. And I got on there, I'm like, this is so not fun.
Did you go at it like
all the white guys that have, these black women fetishes that are just like, oh, you're so hot, and then, oh, I want to, sidebar text you rather than text through the app to like kind of get to know you better kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then like after maybe 3 text messages, then you get, I guess there's no better way to say it, you get the dick pic, and you're just like, really? Does this work for everybody? You just send a picture of your penis and do they fall in love with it? Like,
I've never.
And at that point, I'm like, okay, we're done.
I would never send a dick pic. I've sent pics to like chicks with like my boxers on, and you kind of see the imprint, but dick pics, no.
I feel like pictures like that should be sent when you ask for them. If you never
Exactly.
ask for them, then they should not be sent at all.
Exactly. But ladies, if you're out there listening and you want to send me like some titty pictures, you can. You can. I'm like, you're not gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna, I'll look at them and everything. But yeah, dudes that send dick pics, that's just weird. That's just weird to me. I don't know.
I find that, or, they see and I'm like, oh, I want to do this. I want to buy you a BMW. I want to buy you this. I want to buy you that.
Oh my God.
And so I'm thinking about, I guess the accountant in me is like, okay, why are you wasting this money? Why aren't we putting this in an IRA and try to get some returns on it?
Damn,
why
yeah.
are you trying to buy a BMW? I'm not understanding this. I have a vehicle,
And dudes, wait. So dudes are telling you that they want to buy you stuff, take you on trips, and they haven't even met you in person.
Yeah, and I think, and I don't look at it as like, oh, he really wants to do this. I look at it as like, okay, he's using this, thinking this is what I want, without even really getting to know who I am. And that's a frustration. If the person doesn't take the time to get to know who I am, then that's just something that's going to go out throughout.
Listen, a lot of dudes just...
If it's done in inception, it's going to be throughout.
Yeah. But, I mean... That is flattery, though, to have people say, and this is more than one person saying that they'll buy you cars and shit, right?
Yeah.
So does that kind of like boost your ego and everything a little bit?
No.
Get out of here! Get
the fuck out of here! Because I'm like this. Well, this is what I think. I'm like, one, this person doesn't know me at all, and then two, nothing in this world is free. Everything has a price. It's what you're willing to pay for.
Back in the day when I used to take chicks out, I'm like, okay, if you're gonna order surf and turf, we doing some extra shit later on tonight. Nothing's free. Nothing is fucking free. So yeah, get the steak, medium well or whatever, and get the shrimp. Yeah, but guess what?
That's why I always eat before I go, and then when I go, I have a small salad.
Listen, a salad is even going to cost, girl.
With water.
You get salad with water. You having ice in that water? Shit.
If the water's already on the table, it's not extra.
Wow, you eat before a date and then you have a little salad. Is that because you don't want to see people see you eat like crazy how you usually do outside of a date?
No, I don't eat crazy. The reason why I eat is so that I'm not hungry, so then I'm just not going to order the expensive or the big thing because I'm hungry. It's like, oh, I've already eaten. The person doesn't know. I don't tell them because I don't want to make them feel bad because then they'll be like, well, why we out? You already ate.
See, so, I think that's false advertisement because let's say we went out and everything and you had like a salad and water, right? And I'm just like, all right, cool. Mm-hmm. And you keep on having salad and water. Then we get together and everything. And the next thing you know, like a year down the line.
Well, no, because it's not consistently having salad and water. The initial is going to be salad and water. And then when we get to know each other,
you getting that surf and turf. When we get to know each other, you getting that surf and turf.
If you're okay with spending, when I don't really eat steak and stuff on a date, I think that, I don't know, I'm not a steak person. I do like steak, but it's not like, oh, I'm going to get the most expensive thing on the menu. It's like, normally I always get some type of chicken, and it has to be like grilled or something. But,
okay.
But, if I'm eating, at that point, you were getting to know each other, then I know, okay, he's going to feel okay with getting me this chicken, and I'm going to feel okay eating it because we know each other now, and there's no prerequisites. There's no, oh, I got you this grilled chicken with, some pasta on the side, so, we're going to my place, and I'm getting, Four Sisters on Thumb Street or whatever.
So, okay.
It's just like, it's not there because you've already kind of, with conversation and eating on the first, and then hopefully talking on the phone, you establish some type of rapport. My thing is, if a rapport hasn't been established, there's no way I'm sitting up here ordering a steak and lobster and all this other foolishness and then be like, oh, okay, dinner and this date was great. I'm going to the house. You have a good one. Shut the door.
Shit. Most women do that shit.
Rude.
Most women do that shit. So if is there do you have like some kind of rule where listen, I'm not going to get like physical with somebody until 3 or 4 dates or whatnot, or is it just like if you feel it, you feel it. If you don't, you don't.
I wouldn't call it a rule. I don't go by other people's rules. I go by what's good for me. And then what's also good for the other person. I always think about the other person because I think sometimes as women we don't think about the guy's feelings. And especially if they're a good guy and you know they kind of are, and you know that if you hook up with them or whatever, they're going to be feeling you even deeper. And with me making the conscious choice to be single, that's not fair and that's not right.
Wow. You know, wow. Okay, so that's a lot to unpack. So whenever you know that so you know, like, listen, if I have sex with this dude, like, he is going to be whipped and everything, and he's going to be like fucking just following me around hypothetically and just not letting me do what I need to do, basically, right? So you could tell who is going to be
well, yeah, you could tell by the way they treat you. You could tell by the language in the conversation that they have. You could tell by a lot of stuff. I think any woman is like, well, I didn't know he really liked me. Really? Come on. The fact that he bought you groceries in the rain and it was a tsunami? Come on.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like, I don't.
It's like, oh, he's so sweet. He made me chicken soup and I was sick. Yeah, come on, dude. He likes you. Come on.
Exactly. Would you think? I'm just wow. So do you go after the good guys, or do you kind of like somebody?
I don't go after anybody. All I do is I'm me. I have a conversation. And you know what's surprising? I think because we don't have enough conversations with people felt like they're not being seen. All I do is say, hey, or how you doing? Or remember one key thing about that person that is about them. And, I mean, sometimes some good guys take it the wrong way. I'm like, no, I'm just being nice. I'm just being friendly. But I think because we don't really have conversations anymore, like, just being nice sometimes gets misconstrued as, oh, she likes me. And it's like, no, dude, I was just saying, hey, I see you like, Thundercats. It's on your car.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm past Thundercats. That was back in, 1982. We 2018. I don't roll with the Thundercats like that no more.
If you going on dates with dudes with Thundercats on the back of their car, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I mean, you set your own self up. So with me,
but I'm just saying, you're just being nice. But I don't go after anybody. I'm just nice and kind. That's who I am as a person. My thing is, I'm on this earth. I do not want to. Everything that comes out of me should be kindness, and when you come out of my presence, you should be better. And that's what I strive for. So, how that looks for that person, I don't know. I just know what I want to present on this earth. So, and sometimes it does get misconstrued as, oh, she's so kind, or maybe I think it just clicks in their head like, oh, she's kind. Maybe I need to just talk to her. Everybody else I've been talking to, I guess, mean as hell. I don't know.
That's why, because I have no time to waste. So, if I'm digging somebody, I'm gonna say, listen, I'm physically attracted to you. Let me know if you feel the same way. If not, I'll friend zone myself and I'll just go on my way. If so, then order whatever you want on the menu, because this is gonna be a wonderful date. No, but I'm straight up. I don't want no mixed signals or anything. Just let me know, and that might come off as cocky or whatnot. But it's just
I feel like that's very transparent. We, as a society, as a group of females, as a group of men, I think we have a hard problem with being transparent.
Oh.
And then when we find somebody who is, we either think they're running games, they're not who they really say they are, or they're just mean. And it's no, this is it's the truth.
Yeah.
So either take it or leave it.
Yeah. And people, and I've said this before. I said, listen, if you're a nice guy out there and everything like that, and you really like a female, just tell her the truth, because either she'll take that truth and run with it, or she will think that you are an asshole / bad boy, and you'll end up hooking up with her, more or less, because the truth sometimes hurts more than, I guess, how can I say it? The truth hurts. You know what I mean? So if a chick says, hey, does this make me look fat? And it makes her look fat, and I say yes, I mean, she's going to respect that I said it, and she might think I'm an asshole, but, like, it might even turn her on more or less than me jumping around and say, no, it looks good, or whatnot. You know what I mean? So, fellas, if you're out there, just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. If you like chick, just tell the truth. And, I mean, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, if she, like, is not feeling you, then, oh, well, just move on to the next. At least you said what you had to say. And that'll build up your confidence.
Men are really good with that. Women have a problem with it. And I find that when I used to be the leader over a singles ministry at a church, and listening to some of the young gals talk, they feel like, okay, this one guy's flirting with me. Okay, I need to just date him and see where it goes. Hopefully it's going to go to where I want it to go, and then it doesn't. And then you're like, oh, I'm single again. And I'm like, why are you just dating one at a time? Because guys don't do that. Like, I'm like, when you go to high school, you don't take one subject at a time. You take 7 subjects.
Yeah.
And you decide from there what you think you like the best. And especially when you go to college. When you go to college, you're just going to do one course for the year, you know?
Yeah.
You do multiple courses to figure out what you like and what you don't like and what your major is going to be. So why do you think dating is any different? You think you're just going to like that one guy?
Exactly. And I say this, and I hate when females say, no, this isn't true, or stupid ass dudes to say, no, this is true, this isn't true. I'm saying, I always say, listen, a female is going to have a group of guys that she can date, that she's keeping on standby, and then she's going to have dudes that are basically her satellites, just revolving around her, just waiting for an opportunity. And then she'll have dudes that are in the friend zone that she can get attention and time from whenever she needs it. So, like, females, I mean, they have options, more or less, and dudes have opportunities, more or less. And unless you're a dude that is, like, I guess...
They do. I agree with what you say. They do, but they don't utilize it the way that men do. Like, men will date. Like, within a week, you'll have 4, maybe 3 different gals that you'll date. And none of them are exclusive. It's just that you're dating. You may have a Tuesday gal, a Wednesday gal, a Thursday gal, and a Friday gal.
Here's the thing. Females, they do, I think, now take advantage of it, especially like through Tinder and all these other apps, because a female can easily set up these dates and have free breakfast, lunch, and dinner for each day of the week. Easily. A dude cannot do that. So females still have more options than men. Even though the tides are changing and now chicks are more slutty and giving it up, and dudes are now like kind of sitting back and saying, like, there's no value in...
Now, I would retract the statement and saying more slutty. I would say women are taking more ownership of their sexuality.
Tomato.
And not...
Tomato. But anyways, listen, chicks are giving it up, and the more that chicks give it up, that's inflation. So the value of sex for women are going down. You know what I mean? So just like...
Well, yeah, it is, because you're not giving a guy anything to look forward to. I mean, really, if you give up the cookies, I call it cookies. So if you give up the cookies up front, like you just giving dessert before you even get a meal, before you even get a conversation, then why even go through the other part later? You know, if you put the cart before the horse, why would you worry about what's going on with the horse.
And I tell the truth, and I'm like, ladies, listen, if you give it up, like once you have sex with a dude, you're bargaining chips, you're bargaining cookies, are you have nothing to bargain with anymore. You have nothing to give. Especially,
well, yeah, there's nothing left to the imagination because you haven't given it. Well, I'm not going to say left to the imagination. I'm just saying you haven't given it an opportunity for that person to get to know you. What they know about you, they feel that's all there is to know about you. I've never known to do that after. Maybe with the exception of from the movie, that scene in Harlem Nights, I've never known to do that after she slept with the chick. It's like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should get to know her better now.
Yeah.
In Harlem Nights where he's like, okay, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with Sunshine. Yeah. But that's about it.
But that's your movie, though.
I've never seen it.
That's your movie. No, but, yeah, cookies, huh? Damn. See, I can see those preachers now. I got a sweet tooth. You're looking good. You're going to give me diabetes. Good God, let us pray. Whew. Damn. All right. Well, shoot. You know what? Let's wrap up this podcast. We're going to have to do another one. We're kind of all over this place. We just had a simple conversation and everything like that. And I'm glad we did, because I think that we are building a rapport with each other and everything like that. And I'm single and you're single.
No pun intended.
And, you know, I do like cookies. I really do. And everything like that. So, before we end this, do you have anything else to say?
No, we were talking about being single and choosing to be single. And choosing to be single, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that, oh, there's no men out there, or, oh, I'm just sick and tired of the BS and the drama and the lies and deception. Sometimes, like for me, choosing to be single was choosing me. And I always have to correct, especially if I get comments from men, oh, you're still single, or why aren't you married yet? And I'm like, okay, being single is not a disease. You just don't catch it.
Yeah.
It's a choice. Just like you choose to get married, you should choose to be single. Both have benefits. Both may have drawbacks. I haven't found any drawbacks with being single. I mean, well, I take that back. When I try to put on a dress, I hate that designers put the zipper in the back. I'm like, why don't you put it on the side for single people? You know what it is to run around your house trying to put a zipper up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm trying to train my Cocker Spaniel how to do it. She's not trying to learn. So it's just like, you go into buildings half dressed, and then you ask somebody nicely, hey, can you get me up?
Yeah.
But that's the only drawback. That
is the dress. Yeah, I feel the same way. They're like me, like I get to save money. I don't have to worry about other people's feelings. I get to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I don't have no judgmental eyes on me. It's cool. I love it. I think that it is just me on the outside looking in. I think it's easy for men to be single than women to be single, because there's probably pressures of women getting married and shit like that. But other than that, I mean, me, I'm loving it, and I get to do whatever I want, and I get to travel and all that shit. So let's see, anything else? That's about it. So I'm just going to before we end this, because people probably want to know, describe what you look like real quick.
Describe what I look like?
Yeah, of course, because people want to hear the voice and everything, and they know that, if I really like somebody and I'm hitting on them, they know that, it's the truth and everything like that. So describe to everybody what you look like.
So I'm 5'7". I have blonde hair, not natural color, but blonde hair, kind of like a Beyonce. I went blonde in 2014, I believe. Mm-hmm. What else? My skin tone, I guess, I don't know, I guess a cross between peanut butter caramel and coffee with cream or soy milk, depending how you take your coffee.
Damn, I don't even drink coffee, and now I want to go to Starbucks, but continue.
What else? I'm fairly slender. I've picked up a little weight, but not too much. I've been going to boot camp now for over a year, so I've been maintaining. What else? That's kind of, I can't really liken myself to anyone because I'm me. But I don't look my age. I haven't done any work or anything to myself. It's just all natural. I tell people the key to staying young is keeping toxic people out your life. That includes family. They will age you beyond years.
That's true. That's true.
That and lots of water. But I think that I guess that's the best that I can do to describe myself.
You have real nice full lips too.
Okay, well, I don't look at my lips like that, but I guess I have nice full lips.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty much it. I get some people say I'm light complected. I don't really think I am, but I mean, my dad's side of the family is all light complected, so I kind of get it from that side, the French and Indian side.
French and Indian, so like you're Creole?
No, not Louisiana. It's like French France. I have actually on both sides of my mother, and so my mother is she's Cuban. My grandmother and grandfather are both from Cuba, and my grandmother, she's actually Cuban French. Her dad was is mixed with Cuban and French. She was raised by her grandfather, who was French, from France, because her father passed away before she was born. So in her house, she spoke Spanish and French. My grandfather, Diane, he's Cuban. He's got he spent some time in Jamaica, spent some time in Canada, so he spoke French too, and Spanish. And then, they had twin girls, which is my mom and my aunt. On my dad's side, my grandmother is French and Native American, and my grandfather is Black and Native American. And so everybody on the Pope side of the family is light bright and damn near white. My dad has green eyes. All my uncles and aunts on my dad's side either have green or blue eyes.
Mm.
And it's funny because my daughter, when she was born, she had her eyes were purple, then they went blue, and now they're gray. So it was weird.
Damn, you got good genetics. All right, well, we need to stop. We need to stop this. I need to get some sleep and everything like that, and I will keep you up by keep on hitting on you and everything. So I'm gonna end this by saying, how do I always end this? Oh, teach people how to treat you, and sometimes you have to teach people how to treat you. And just like how my grandma, she still tells me to this day, and I'm going to call you tomorrow, Grandma, I love you. She tells me, love everybody but trust no one. This is your host, Baba Tuesday, and we are out. Bye.
Bye.